everybody, and welcome to That's My Opinion. This weekend's opening was just Dev Patel. That Slumdog Millionaire has brought 2 movies out this weekend. The second best Exotic Marigold Hotel and Chappie. I'm going to give you my opinion. I'm going to tell you that these 2 movies were probably very good. These movies have been given rave reviews. People liked them. Both of these movies, in my opinion, I didn't really enjoy. My opinion, while always biased, of course, for the first time is not going to be completely positive. When I first did these reviews, I reviewed some pretty bad movies. Gangster Squad, I think, was one of them, and the Arnold Schwarzenegger film. And I know that those were not great movies, and I still had a raving review for them because they had potential. And I will totally give you the potential of both of these films, but it's a personal opinion of mine that they weren't the best movies I've ever seen. We'll start with the hotel. As the best Exotic Marigold Hotel has only a single remaining vacancy, posing a rooming predicament for 2 fresh arrivals, Sonny pursues the expansionist dream of opening a second hotel.
The second best Exotic Mariogold Hotel!
Everyone's back for the second film of the best Exotic Marigold Hotel. A book by Deborah Magog, who wrote These Foolish Things, did not actually write a sequel as far as I could find. They decided to make a sequel and bring Richard Gere and his hot aging self.
The great Guy Chambers.
Lordy Lord, have mercy on my ovaries.
This one is about Sonny getting a second hotel and all the stories that ensue, along with him actually getting married, and that's what the whole plot is. The good. Because it was a wedding, there was dancing, and if I like anything about Slumdog Millionaire or movies that are of Bollywood style, it's the dancing. I love the music, I love how active it is, I love how beautiful it is, I love how beautiful everybody is, and especially the best thing I love about Indian dancing is the guys dance. If you end up at Zumba, it is 90% women. Guys don't really dance, and the guys that do dance are very rare and hard to find or of a certain orientation. So it was so nice to see a lot of dancing. Being a former dancer, it's something I enjoy watching and being a part of the movie. The dancing was absolutely the best part of the movie for me. The bad. The bad is that the second best Exotic Marigold Hotel lost its appeal of the old people. The best part in the original movie was these old people and this old people's story, and this one really focused on the young. This one focused on their wedding. This one focused on his young, ambitious self. It's not that the young people aren't charming, but I think that the first part of the movie was so much Judi Dench and Bill Nye and these aging people and their realistic terms of aging, and I think a lot of that was gone and went into this whole other story.
Who had the chance to say, why die here when I can die there?
A lot of people liked that about the movie. A lot of people liked that the story continued, but I think I was looking for something more. The ugly. I am really not going to spoiler alert anything, but I do need to spoiler alert if you haven't seen the first movie. I'll put it this way, someone dies in the first film. So of course, that person isn't in the second one. But I'm going to tell you that the ugly was the anticipation of that happening again. I think I spent 50% of the movie waiting to find out which person was gonna die. I think the anticipation came from the hints, the moments where you wondered what people were thinking, what people were doing, and you were wondering, oh, is this it? Is this it? And there were several scenes that were very distracting for me that I was waiting. Does she have that look on her face because she's going to go find out if someone's dead? I mean, it was highly distracting for me, and I don't know if that was because the first film gave that away or if because the second film kind of gave you the hints to anticipate it. I didn't really like that. It became very distracting. A lot of people liked this movie. I went and saw it with my mom, and she really enjoyed it. It's not a bad movie. It's not a bad sequel. It has a lot of good things going for it. It was just a personal opinion of mine I don't really do chaos, and there was a lot of chaos in this film. I don't think I was ready to handle that. I don't think I was ready to handle the antagonizing. I don't think I was ready to handle the conflicts. I think I might not have been in the right headspace. And I think I was expecting a heartwarming movie, and I got a lot of chaos and anticipation and conflict that I wasn't really expecting.
I'm so sorry. Were you talking to me?
I don't know why I tell you anything.
The second film that came out this weekend, starring Dev Patel again, is Chappie.
I am consciousness. I am alive. I am Chappie.
In the near future, crime is patrolled by a mechanized police force. When one police droid, Chappie, is stolen and given new programming, he becomes the first robot with the ability to think and feel for himself. That's certainly what the preview tells you. That's certainly what I anticipated seeing. And I don't think that that was a lot of what the movie was. From the director Neil Blomkamp, who also did District 9 and Elysium, both also, along with this one, very original movies, very sci-fi, very futuristic movies based on real humanist interactions. My favorite of these three films was District 9. I was blown away in District 9 by the humanism. And certainly Chappie is, if anything, the trailer certainly gives away that this is about what it's like to be human. And even in Elysium, I think these are all very realistic things in a very futuristic world. A lot of people enjoyed this movie. I have gotten rave reviews. I have seen rave reviews. I have personal accounts of people who were highly surprised how wonderful this film was. It's personal opinion that I really didn't like it. Maybe I just wasn't in the mood to see movies this weekend. The Good. By all means, Dev Patel was the best thing about this film. Sadly, nothing about else much was very good. I really didn't like it. I think that Dev Patel was the only one who brought any feeling to the film, who brought any emotion, any reason to hang on, any reason to care. He's very good at what he does. We have loved him since Slumdog, but Newsroom, I mean, even the Marigold Hotel movies, he's a very great actor. Every role he's ever played, you feel for that person, you care about that person, and he certainly brings you along in this journey. Some things were very hard to watch with him for me, because I get very wrapped up in his characters, especially Chappie. It's the bad, the actors. Hugh Jackman in a horrible South African accent. Sigourney Weaver, who has, better things to do and a better talent to play the boss role. What is she doing? That part could have gone to absolutely anyone.
Destroy that robot. Burn it to ash.
Dev was fantastic as he is in everything, so why these other two people didn't contribute to the film in any way? And who the heck are Ninja and Yolanda Visser? I'll tell you who they are. They are Die Antwoord. They are a South African rap rave group founded in 2008, and they did the entire soundtrack, so they were main characters of the film. They are not actors. They didn't bring any acting to the film, and every scene that they were in annoyed the heck out of me. I'm not sure that if you put better actors in this film, if it would have made it better, but it would have been at least a slight improvement. But that wasn't the ugly. The reason I really did enjoy the film was the realism of the robot side of things. That was the point of the movie. That was the capture of the movie. And that's what I really had a hard time with. I hated watching the bad guys teach him how to fight. I mean, teaching this childlike thing to be violent and manipulative in a manipulative way, to teach him how to be a killer. It was heartbreaking to me. And it kept destructing. You watch Chappie go from a toddler to a teenager, and being a mother myself, I had a hard time watching him be in those hands and have that thing happen.
You are Chappie.
Thing happen. Now, I realize that it's just the thing that Neil Blomkamp brings to it is that human side, but they're just robots, and we have to take that into account. But I think what really brought it home for me is that this wasn't so very futuristic. These droids that we're bringing into the future to help the cops are probably going to be in my child's lifetime.
Became the focus of the world in 2016.
Drop your weapons. You're under arrest.
We're not very far away from the technology that Neil Blomkamp brings to the screen. While it's a non-fiction movie, the one writing capability that Neil brings is that it's very real. And I think that's what I had a hard time watching. But that didn't make it a bad movie. My Ugly was just a personal opinion. It's a personal reason why I had a hard time with it. But actually, that realism is what made it probably a great movie for other people. So I'm bringing you the review that go out and see it if that's your kind of movie, but it's very violent. There's a lot of chaos. There's a lot of killing, and I have a hard time with kind of stuff like that. It's not it's not that I won't go out and see it. It's just those are hard for me to watch.
I don't want to die. I want to live.
If you want to survive, Chappie, you must fight.
All right, it's short and sweet. So those are your movies out there. Next week we have Cinderella. I'm hoping I can give you guys a review. I hope I can keep this up more often. Hello to my new viewers. Thanks for watching, guys. Please comment if you have any opinions of your own. I would love to hear from you guys. Thanks so much. Bye.